Hi everyone. I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to install an operating system through a virtual machine that you can run through Windows, and you can practically install any operating system you choose. The first thing that you want to do is you want to go to VMware.com and you want to get yourself the VMware player. It's absolutely free, so you don't have to worry about that. It's very simple to install. And once you got that running, you're going to come up with this window. Now I already have Ubuntu set up here, but we're going to create another Ubuntu. I'm going to use 11.10 just for an example here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Create a new virtual machine. Okay. Now, just go to I will install the operating system later and click Next. For me, I'm going to be using a Linux 64-bit, but if you're going to be using Windows, then you would just choose the Microsoft Windows up there. Click Next. Now you can name it, just to make it easier for myself. I'm going to call it 11.10. And then click Next. This is where you specify your disk capacity. Now it's not going to partition your hard drive. It's just going to make kind of like a virtual hard drive in a folder on your computer. I think it defaults actually to documents. It just said that in the last the last window there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead with that and finish that. And now I have that. Now before we start anything, right click on it and go to Virtual Machine Settings. Okay, this is where you can kind of set it up on how much resources you want this virtual machine to use. Now I have 8 gigs installed on this, so I'm just going to put it to 4 for right now. My processors, I'm just going to allow it to use all 4. Now in CD DVD, you're going to probably most likely be using an image. You can use a physical drive on your computer if you want, but most of the time you're going to be using an ISO image. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick your ISO image. So I'm going to pick 11.10. And then when that's done, I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to hit Play Virtual Machine. And that's going to load itself up. Alright, that's just a message telling you about the devices you have plugged in. So right now it's booting up just like you would be if you were to, select the boot from from your BIOS, right? So it's going to do that. You just got to wait for a little second for it to do its thing here. Come on. Okay. So it looks like it's booting up right now. Now this is going to be this is kind of like a live CD version right now. That's how it's acting right now, because with the Ubuntu you can run it as a live disk and then choose to run it as is, or if you want to install it. So right now it's booting up as it is. Should take a lot longer than I remember. Anyways, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install Ubuntu just because I wanted it on here, so it was a perfect chance to make this video. So I'm going to install Ubuntu. I'm going to go through I'm going to go through the installation, but I'm going to pause it when it actually does its thing. It's just kind of to show you an example. Now right here, the installation type, you want to erase the disk and install. It's going to be the same for Windows and stuff like that. Now right here where it shows you, that's the 21.5 gigs that it's going to not partition your actual drive, but it's just going to make a folder to act like a drive. That's 21 gigs on your default C drive. So we'll just go to install now, and it's starting to install. This is where you enter all your personal information, where you are, stuff like that, Toronto, what. We're going to click continue. I'm going to go through this, and then when it's done, I'll bring it back up and I'll just show you that everything's installed. Alright? Okay, so my installation is now complete, so I'm going to go ahead and restart that right now. However, in the meantime, I'm just going to show you exactly what I meant where it saves it here. And by default, it's documents. So right there, virtual machine is the one that we just installed. So it's all the files are there. It's just basically a virtual drive is what it's doing. So we'll just wait for this. I'm not going to worry about that. Oop, gotta press enter. So now the system's restarting. So now it's no longer booting off the ISO. It's booting off off that folder that I just showed you. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes. Well, not even. Oh, and by the way, that installation was about 10 minutes. It was not long at all. Enough for me to have a good hearty lunch. It is working, obviously. Um, Ubuntu has a crappy kind of boot screen sort of thing, so sometimes it makes it look like it doesn't. That there's an error. So here we go. So now we're booting in. Okay, and there we go. We have a virtual machine running within Windows. Now another thing I can also mention to you, I'm still trying to figure all this new Ubuntu Unity crap out. But you can go to the display that you want to, and you can make it full screen, just like that. So it's like you're running actually in your system right there. Oh, actually, I didn't want that. I wanted 1920 by 1080. There we go. That looks a lot better. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions and comments, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Mind you, I'm not a pro. I've only been using virtual machines for a very short time. So I hope this helps and have a fun time with it. Take it easy.